Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and here we are in the house from hell. I don't know if you remember this place. Made a video about it a little while ago. Now today I'm just going to give Gonna give Oscar a little walk around. I've just got too many guys working for me now, it's just confusing. This is Oscar. Corey's somewhere else, solving some faults for somebody this afternoon, but I've got Oscar with me. And we're doing a little bit of apprentice training videos this afternoon, and we're also going to do a little Q&A video with Oscar just so that you guys can get to know him a bit better and ask him your questions. We've got some safety stuff to do together because Oscar's college situation is basically kind of on the shutdown at the moment because of COVID. So what's happened is they couldn't do the normal induction, and they're not ready to do online lessons yet. So they've said, can we do a little bit of safety kind of lessons with him, and then we can use that as evidence towards his portfolio. And I thought, hey, why don't we do it and video it so that you guys can all benefit from it too, because I know a lot of you are probably in the same situation as Oscar right now where you're not able to go to college. So we'll give you a little tour of this house just to show you the updated progress, because there's been a lot going on here. It's very slow progress. But we'll give you a tour and then we'll have a little chat to Oscar about how he's getting on with his apprenticeship. Right, so this is the entrance. You guys know this probably if you've seen the previous video, but I know that there's probably another 10,000 of you who've subscribed to the channel since. Last time I was here, this ceiling was completely like falling apart and stuff. That's all since been plastered. We've put this pendant light in, new switch, emergency light. This place is a HMO. And HMO stands for House of Multiple Occupation. What that means is basically it's kind of like a student house where people live in different rooms from different households. Now obviously this time that's a rubbish investment to own a HMO because it's a bit of a nightmare, but this one is being renovated. We started this before the whole lockdown started the first time, so this has been over nearly a year now that we've been working on this, probably over a year. We did these smoke alarms. It's a bit of an annoying project, to be honest, because they should have just rewired the whole house, but they decided they wanted to just reuse what was there as much as possible. The whole place just needs gutting really, but it is what it is. Now it's been over a year, they've been renovating it, and it's just very, very slow. So I'll show you the downstairs in a minute, but the upstairs is where we were working last time. So we were doing like all these bedrooms, doing lighting and stuff. Just make sure your shoes are clean for this bit because this is kind of finished. So obviously these bedrooms have got like slam locks and stuff as per the regulations for HMOs. So we put smoke alarms in every room as per the HMO regulations. These bathrooms are now finished. So we put in these down lights and ventilation, put a fan isolator in above the door for the fans, and the lighting up here, well, the smoke alarm wiring was completely new. The lighting we mostly renewed it. This room is just basically the same. They're all fairly standard, these rooms. Up here we put an emergency light in here and another one down there. That bedroom is kind of the same, so they're all, I'm not going to show you them all because they're all pretty much the same, but this one we did a couple of downlights and a inline fan. So the actual fan for that, the motor is actually in the loft. That's just a vent, so it was easier to do it that way in this one. And then we've done it the same in here. Actually this bathroom's still a work in progress, but we've not really changed much in this one. So that's kind of what's been going on. So the upstairs is nearly finished. They're just doing decorating and bits, but we're pretty much finished upstairs in terms of the actual electrics. But downstairs is still a work in progress. So that emergency light is done. The kitchen downlights are now done. And emergency light and smoke alarm or heat alarm. The sockets we've not really done anything with, but they're going to be retiling, so we've just taken them off the wall for the moment. And then through here, this house in total is going to be like 8 bedrooms. So through here there's been some bit of dodgy wiring found, some old rubber cables for the lighting, so we've had to strip out some of that and renew some cabling, like put this new light up. That's for an outside light, that's going to have to be chased in at some point. So it's still a work in progress. In here, this is going to have a false ceiling over it, so we're going to rip out the old lights and then probably put down lights in here. This is going to be like a utility room. And then in here, if that works, yeah it does. This is the consumer unit, which I did a video about, where I extended it down to a reasonable height. Still a bit of a mess in here, everything needs boxing in and stuff. And there's still a few cables just hanging out the wall. These are obviously dead, but they go to some of the sockets through in the kitchen, so they need to be reconnected at some point. And again in here, there's going to be a false ceiling putting in, rather than ripping out all these polystyrene ceiling tiles. They're going to put a false ceiling in, and then we'll either put a central light or some downlights. They might make this into like a little toilet and then have a room through there. That's the garage. They might actually make a bedroom out of that. But it's like there's so many factors involved in this place. The owner is not in the country, and the builder is just trying to organise everything by himself. He's just a one-man band builder, and he's organising like all the building permits and stuff, so it's taking quite a while. But this is our studio for the day. So, Artisan Studios welcomes Oscar Pena Prime. And we're going to be interviewing him today about what it's like to be an apprentice. So first of all, Oscar, I have a box of goodies for you. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to give them to you after the interview, because then you'll deserve some treats. So, our audience want to know what it's like to be an apprentice for Artisan Electrics. So what would you say?
So far it's been really good, and I've learned a lot. Considering I haven't actually started going to college yet and learning in there, I feel like I've learned more than I would maybe even learning like properly, like on site. I've really enjoyed it, and doing things hands-on has just been great. And because here we do a lot of like a wide range of work, so we're never just doing the same thing. Like each day we're always doing different things. It's really good.
Great, yeah, it's good to hear. It's true that a variety is good. Like a lot of companies, they just do the same thing day in and day out. But at Artisan Electrics, we could be doing an electric vehicle charger one day, and then rewiring a house the next day, and then fitting some garden lights the day after that in the freezing cold.
Keeps you on your toes.
It does, yeah, and it also teaches you a wide range of different skills. Rather than just being able to do one type of job, you can do lots of different types of jobs. Yeah. So what's been your favourite kind of thing that you've done so far, would you say?
I've actually really enjoyed testing. Because, I don't know, because we've been able to, like, well, whoever I've been testing with, like, it's really been really good to do with somebody. Like, I have liked doing, like, second fixing and things on my own, but I've liked just working with people as well. It's been really good.
Yeah. It's actually really good to have an apprentice when you're doing testing, because you need a second pair of hands just to, like, run, instead of running back and forth yourself to do stuff, you can get the apprentice to do it. So when you did, because you've done an EICR with Corey, I think, haven't you, and you've done one with Chris as well. What kind of things did they get you doing when you were doing those EICRs?
Just like running around with the tester, plugging it in, taking ZS's and stuff.
So what we're testing when we're testing ZS, or earth loop impedance, is the amount of resistance in the circuit, and when we know the resistance, then we know how much power can flow in the event of a fault, which then will tell us how quickly the circuit breaker will trip in the event of a fault. And if the resistance is too high, then the circuit breaker won't trip quickly enough, and that's actually a problem. So yeah, ZS equals earth fault loop impedance. But you can just call it ZS, it's fine. And do you know how to calculate ZS?
Oh, no.
You'll learn that at college, but basically a calculation that you will learn is ZS equals ZE plus R1 plus R2. So that is the ZE is the external earth fault loop impedance outside the property, basically, and then the R1 and R2 is the resistance of the line and CPC conductors, which is the internal resistance in the circuit. So anyway, we're blinding you with science now. That's not what we're here for. So you've enjoyed doing EICRs. Anything else that you've enjoyed?
I really enjoyed the rewire. Like just seeing how it all came together, and at the end when it was finished, it was really good.
Yeah, it was quite a hectic job,
Yeah.
wasn't it? But I suppose the nice thing about that is seeing something from start to finish,
Yeah.
like from ripping out the old stuff.
To everything new.
Yeah.
No, it's working well.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you've had quite a varied selection of jobs, haven't you? Have you actually done any electric vehicle charging jobs yet?
Me and Corey changed like the bit you plug into the car.
Oh, the
Well, he
cable.
didn't actually fit one, yeah.
Was that the one that got chewed by a dog?
By the dog, yeah.
The dog chewed the plug off, so they had to come to the rescue and fit a new tethered cable on this EV charger. Cool. Yeah, you have done quite a lot. That's been good. What's been the biggest challenge, would you say, so far? Apart from working with Corey, of course.
I think it's just like just learn to like hold something and like screw, just become familiar with my hands.
Yeah.
Like just, I don't know, it felt like at the start, I feel like I'm already a little bit better, but just like even holding things and screwing them up at the start, I kept dropping things and I don't know, just getting used to that really. Little things really.
Yeah, I understand. It's that sort of coordination, isn't it,
Yeah.
between the two hands that you're maybe not used to.
Yeah.
It's quite a fiddly job actually, electrics, isn't it? There's lots of little, like very detailed sort of fiddly work.
Yeah.
Let's take some questions from Instagram, because I put a little story out on Instagram, and there was loads of questions that came in from people that they wanted to ask you. So we've got some questions for you from Instagram. So from Apprentice 1-1, they said, "What made you want to be a spark?"
Well, like at school, I'd always known that I kind of wanted to do something like hands-on in the future. Like I did like doing bookwork, but I always just knew I learned better and I enjoyed doing things much more with my hands. So I knew I wanted to do a trade. And I mean, just looking into them, I didn't want to get too dirty. And electrics interested me because I really liked physics before at school. And just, I don't know, it was straight away out of all the trades, I knew that I just wanted to do electrics.
Best choice, definitely. Yeah, okay, cool. So today's video is sponsored by
Tradify.
Tradify is a job management software for tradespeople. Now, Oscar, have you seen Corey using Tradify?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does he use it? What does he do? Do you know? Do you know what he does?
Check what job we're doing, where we're doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. So we do all our scheduling through Tradify. So get your phone out, download the Tradify app, because I'm going to create your own profile for you on Tradify. And that means that you will know where you're going as well as Corey, so we can schedule you in for the jobs as well. And some days you'll be scheduled in with one of the other guys, not always with Corey. So then the night before, instead of me having to text you the address for the next day, you don't have to do that. You can just check on Tradify.
Perfect. So
guys, head to the link in the description and you'll get 50% off your 3 months of Tradify. It's a great bit of software that's designed to make tradespeople's lives easier. Oscar's going to benefit from it. We are benefiting from it. Give it a try. Right, so this one says, "How do you feel about your training being viewed by Jordan's large social media audience?"
Well, I mean, it doesn't like make me feel uncomfortable or anything. I mean, I quite enjoy watching his videos myself, and I did before I started working for him, so it's quite cool to watch the videos and then be able to see myself as well. But yeah, it doesn't throw me off or anything. I actually enjoy it.
Good, glad to hear it. What's your favourite part about the job?
I mean, I really like it at the end of every job, just looking like what we've done and seeing it like the finished product. It's just always so good compared to what it was before. Like just making something look so much better. I just really enjoy doing it.
Favourite tool you found to work with?
I really like my cable strippers. They've been really handy because they got different like parts in them, so I can use them for different things. Yeah. But now, I'm not sure of these ones.
A whole new treasure trove to start.
Yeah.
Right, this is a good one. How did you make yourself stand out?
I'm not really. I just emailed everywhere. I just wanted to give everywhere a go in the end, because then at least if I didn't get anywhere, at least I knew I tried everywhere. So I wrote my CV, sent it out to different people, wrote different emails to literally to every single person I could. And yeah, Jordan just gave me an opportunity and asked me to send him a video, I think it was. And yeah, straight away then I was just very happy, and I knew.
Somebody says, why does he wear jeans to work? Treat him to a pair of Snickers. The Snickers have arrived today, okay? They were just delayed because of the stupid stuff that's happening around the world at the moment. But your Snickers have arrived at my house, so we might even get to sneak to my house and give you them before the end of the day. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll pick them up and give you them at the end of the day, so that on Monday you've got your whole new kit ready to rock and roll, and you're going to smash it on Monday. Okay. How much do you get paid?
I'm not actually too sure.
What are you talking about? He only gets paid in biscuits and tools. Apprentices don't need anything more than that. Lots of biscuits and lots of tools, and they're happy. Actually, you'll get your pay. You'll get paid next week. I think you get £4.50 an hour or something, which is pretty. Was just kind of the normal apprentice wage. It's pretty much the minimum wage. Did you struggle finding an apprenticeship?
Well, yeah, because not really many people got back to me at all, but Jordan got back to me quite quickly, and we was talking quite quickly, so no, I didn't, but if it wasn't for Jordan, I definitely would have, yeah.
How many companies did you approach, would you say?
Just pretty much all of them around me in this area.
And how did you go about it?
Just looking at contracted electricians and just finding their emails and just directly emailing them my CV and a little bit about myself.
So when you emailed them, you sent them your CV?
Yeah.
And
then just something, I just because each person, I wouldn't send the same email to everyone. I'd change it a little bit, talk about what I like about them and things.
Cool. Somebody says, what's it like working for the master himself?
Yeah, it's really good. I've really enjoyed it. And I look forward to it in the future.
What did you try out before you realised that you wanted to be an electrician?
Well, I was doing electrical engineering, and it was, I kind of enjoyed it, but I knew it wasn't what I wanted to do. But not really anything after school. I wanted to do electrics originally anyway at CRC, but there wasn't any space, so I was on engineering. But yeah, apart from that, there was nothing else I did beforehand.
Yeah, you didn't work at McDonald's or anything?
Nah.
You've got to do that. That's like a rite of passage. I did. Someone says, will you stop using Makita when you get power tools and be a man with Milwaukee? All right, look, we're not power tool racist around here. I use Makita. Corey uses DeWalt. We will try any power tools if they're good. So if you want to send us some Milwaukee stuff, that's fine as well. Somebody says, I'd like to tell Oscar he smashed it for working for Artisan.
Oh, thank you.
What do you say to that?
Yeah, I think I have as well. It was a great opportunity.
Do you have maths and English?
Yeah, I got all of my GCSEs.
Well done. So that means you don't have to do key skills at college, which means you'll have more free time, which you can use to watch my videos and learn even more. Who's your favourite, Jordan or Corey?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's so diplomatic. It's blatantly me, come on. You're just saying that because you have to work with Corey most of the days.
I don't want him to be angry with me.
Yeah, Corey will make you clean up all his cable strippings after if you say anything nasty about him. What's the best part of working with Jordan?
I think it's just the type of jobs we do and the way we do them. We always do things. Jordan always likes to do things the best, and really enjoy it. It's really fun because you get to see all the little. It'll always go one step further than you need. Everything's always perfect. Everything always looks I just really enjoy that.
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
Perfectionism.
Yeah.
How's the experience so far?
Yeah, it's been really good. At the start I struggled waking up a little bit in the mornings, but I've got really used to it, and everything's just kind of feels normal now.
Yep, early mornings is part of the job, but you will get used to it. That's an interesting question. How are you coping with how much different things are in the real world compared to college? Well, you can't really tell at the moment, can you? Because you've not really started college yet, so I'll explain to you what he means. Basically what he means is that when you're at college, everything's going to be in a booth on a fake wall, and it's not like real life. Oh. So everything's kind of easy. You're just going to clip a cable to a piece of wood that's easily there for you to clip to, and everything's set up for you. Whereas in the real world, like this place, look, you've got dirt and junk everywhere, you've got walls that are falling apart, you've got challenges to overcome that you would never experience in the booth in college. But college booth teaches you the basic skills and the practical and the theory side of things as well, so it's necessary.
It's pretty good that I'm doing a mix.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point, is that you do a day a week at college, you learn the theory and you learn some basic skills like how to clip a twin and earth cable and how to wire up a socket and all those basic things, and then you get into the real world and it's like, you know already how to do it in a clinical environment, but now you've got to do it in the real world where it's not quite so easy. Thank you for spending some time answering some questions with us.
It's been great.
Any tips for any budding apprentices out there?
If you're struggling to find one, just don't give up.
That's really good advice, yeah. I think that's persistence is the key, isn't it, really? Keep trying and try to make yourself stand out from the rest by doing something like Oscar did, maybe just send a video out to people to say why they should hire you. That's like a good thing that I appreciate, because I think that'll make you stand out from the crowd and show them how hard you want to work and how much you want to learn. But we're looking forward to teaching you lots of things, especially as college now is kind of on hold at the moment. We are the college and we're going to try and be the college for all our YouTube audience as well a little bit, especially all the learners out there, to help them to learn and benefit from your learning experience. So we will say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.